Okay, we are going to make canoes today, and this, although it's made out of recycled paper, this is kind of what it's going to look like. And what we do is start with a regular size piece of paper, and we'll hold on to it horizontally. And the first thing we do is fold it in half like this. Then, and each time we do a fold, especially for this challenge, this project, we need to really push hard on the fold. And we push it down halfway like this. And again, push it really hard. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to make this fold as well. And go up here. Push as hard as you can. Right, make it nice and flat. And that's good. And then we open it up so that the this top part of the inside fold is facing out. Okay, and we open it up this way. And then we take the corners and we fold them in to make triangles. Okay, in the corners. That one we do with all four corners. And this one as well. Alright, fold it in like that. Push really hard. And same thing on this side. And then we do the same thing down here. Okay, and now we take the ends, fold it in, right? And we go like this. Okay. So basically you're kind of folding it back together again, and these folds are on the inside. And we go like this. And take these corners, and you can see that there is a fold here. Take these corners and you fold them along those edges. And again, after you do that, you press it really hard. Okay. And then you fold it the other way as well. The idea is we want this to be a very flexible fold. So just go both ways a few times and push down, and then you want to do the other side. Same thing. Right? Push it like this. Press on the fold really hard, and then do this one as well. Press on it really hard. I'm shaking my table. Hope it's not shaking the camera too much. And just keep doing that until it's very flexible, right? And then we open it up again like this, right? And now this is a bit of the tricky part. So we fold these back in again like this. We've done that already once, right, with the flaps on the inside. Fold it in and fold it in like this. Right, so now we have these corner flaps on the inside. Right, and it kind of looks a bit like an envelope. This is the tricky part. So we have these edges that have a fold in them, and you want to push it up so that this edge starts pushing in towards here. Okay, and try to put your hand on this spot so it's almost forces it to do that. Okay, and we're pushing it up. Right, so we take this and just give it a bit of a fold. Right, like this, a bit of a fold. And just leave it for a second, and now do the same on the other side, where put your finger here, where all the lines meet, and then push this up. Push it up like this. Right, so it goes towards your other hand, and then just grab the corners and force it in like that. So then what you have is this kind of shape. Right? That's what you'll eventually have. And then you fold it together, and again push on the folds as hard as you can, like this, this, like this. And now, if you thought that was tricky, this is even trickier. Now when we open it here and take a look, we have these pieces right here, and you have the general shape of the canoe. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tuck this. This is going to be tucked inside the flap. So if you go like this and open the flap up a little, right, open the flap a little, then we're going to tuck this underneath there and slide it in. Alright, just like that. Okay. Then we do the same here. We take this, we're going to tuck it on this side instead. We open this flap up, tuck this piece in like that, and then push this around here. And then you have kind of the general shape of our canoe. Okay. And now what we need to do is we need to make it a little flat. So there's many ways you can do this. So we're folding the bottom edge, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a ruler. I find this to be the easiest way to do it. Is put it up maybe a centimeter, right? And you can measure that if you want, and then push it up against the ruler's edge like this, right, to get your first fold. Nice and hard and flat across the whole thing, right. And then bring it around and fold it the other way. This is a little trickier because it's a very small piece of paper. And fold it the opposite way, like this. Need to make it a little bigger, and then just go back and forth again, because you want it here to be another flexible fold. And then when you take it and open it, there's a bit of a seam in inside, and then what you want to do is try to fold it down a little bit on one side where that seam is, fold it down a little bit on the other side. You can actually take your finger and push on it like that. Now the corners are the tricky part. The corners of your canoe is these parts, and all I do is just push it in a little bit with your finger, so it's off the ground, because it won't sit flat otherwise. So I just push it in a little. Doesn't look all that pretty, but there, and there's our canoe. Sits reasonably flat, so you can make the bottom bigger by making this fold a little bigger. Okay, and there you have it.